So the most awaited launch of Jumeirah Golf Estates. Now, I was a little bit amazed by previous responses. So I've done like around 15 meetings for the past 2 weeks regarding specifically for the villa segment. And they were like different nationalities. There were some local people of Dubai as well. The most of the people doesn't even know about this developer, Wasl. So just before getting into the details of the new launch of Cedar Woods in Jumeirah Golf Estates, which is the third launch from the Pinewood, Ashwood, and now Cedar Wood villas which are coming up. EOI process already have been started. So just wanted to give you a brief overview. I'm at the Wasl Sales Center. This is the best place to be if you want to know about Wasl. So this is your whole complete profile of Wasl in detail with the numbers. So as you can see, 56,000 plus units they have delivered in Dubai, in overall in Dubai, old Dubai, new Dubai, 1,000 plus buildings that they have already done. 8 golf courses that they have done already. So they have a beautiful experience. Hotels and hotel apartments, freehold master developments, they have like around 4 and 400 million square feet of land that they have done development of. So see, the thing with the Wasl is that they are the government, right? They are not semi-government like EMAAR or any other developer who is mostly by the overseas, especially from the US, UK people who are now looking into Dubai, now paying attention to Dubai. So they don't know much history. For that case, Wasl is actually government, all right? It's owned by Sheikh Mohammed. Now, this is their whole portfolio if you want to understand about Wasl. So Deira is basically your complete old Dubai, where there's not many, development that you will see that the people are paying attention to this area because the whole area is leasehold, right? This is the old Dubai. So as you can see the numbers, 372 buildings, 18,502 units. So they are the ones who developed Dubai. What Dubai is right now, they are the ones who have developed it. Now, this is where they have your freehold buildings, Zabil. Now in Jumeirah, they have like 211 buildings, 4,120 units, 9 hotels. They are already operating from there. Mohammed bin Rashid, they have 80 buildings, 4,100 units and 2 golf courses. Jabal Ali, they have done 85 buildings, 4,115 units and 2 golf courses. So this is a very, very big profile for this kind of a developer. Now I know a lot of people know EMAAR as the market leader of Dubai, but they are the giants in the freehold market of Dubai. The purpose of doing those real estate developments is the same with every government developer, whatever they are doing in the city of Dubai. Now let's go to the master plan and understand again a little bit. I will brief about the new Jumeirah Golf Estates 2, the next chapter, and then we will move into the final part of this video in which I will give you a complete numbers analysis. We'll go deep dive into the layouts, the master plan, understand the supply. We'll understand what is the price that we are competing with and what is our projected value, which we can target if we enter right now. Now, we have gone over to the details of the master plan. It is important, but it is not as important what I'm about to tell you, what you can expect in this new launch, what are the projected values, what is the potential, and how is the market looking like. Because if you go to Jumeirah Golf Estates and you try to find out the transactions, what are happening in the 5 bedrooms in different clusters of Sanctuary Falls, or Orange Lake, or any other clusters, sundials, so you will end up finding out that there's still transactions happening for 14-15 million dirhams for a 5 bedroom. But here the starting price is above 17 million dirhams. So what is the catch? So let's understand the master plan for those people who are very new to this channel, who haven't seen my previous video of Ashwood in which I have explained it in detail. And then we will go into the detail, the deep analysis. Anyone who have already watched that video, you can just go forward in this video and you will find that analysis part in the end of this video. Let me just explain you a little bit about the location of this new cluster, what has already come up here, what is this community is all about, how we can compare it with some other communities which are being developed in Dubai right now. So this is your whole complete master plan of Jumeirah Golf Estates Chapter 2, and this is your planned buildings in the very start of this master plan. So these are your apartment buildings that you are seeing, which will be upcoming. This is your football field. Right next to it is your sports and rehabilitation center. You can see the mosque is also placed here, and there are some upcoming new things which are not planned and not confirmed as yet, which we will keep informing you about. This is your first launch of Pinewoods, which already have happened, and still there are few more units available. So this is what this is about. So the units which are available in Pinewoods right now, these units are basically valued at 6.4, 6.5, 7 million and 8 million as well for a townhouse. And the location, if you look at the location, the community is great, right? But if those townhouses, I would say, if they were placed something in the middle, having some kind of a view, some kind of an opulence, some kind of a extra added feature, the price might be able to justify. But again, on the very outer part of the community, these townhouses doesn't make much sense to me. And this is not just me, it's the whole market, which is why these units are still available. Now have a look at this one. This whole part that you are seeing, which is spanning towards that corner and going at that part. So this basically is your north and this is your south zone. This was your last launch of Ashwood's villas, in which they were offering 4 to 6 bedroom villas. Now the price per square feet, starting price per square feet was 1800 dirhams for this Ashwood launch. These units, mostly these are 5 beds and 6 beds. Only 4 units of 4 beds were placed here on the golf side, and these units on the launch day, if anyone who have gone to the launch and secured a unit, they know that on the launch day, the units which were being offered on the launch day were priced at the price per square feet of 2,600. And the units which were on the back side were mostly 4 and 5 bedrooms, which are now completely sold out. Those units were selling for 2,300 to 2,000 dirhams price per square feet. And some of the highest plot of 6 bedrooms were being offered for 2,700 and 2,800 a foot. Again, why someone should buy at this such a high price, and why he should not buy into some other communities, which we will discuss in the end part. Now, if you can see, the whole community has something to offer, which is not any other community right now currently is offering to their buyers. This lifestyle the Wasl is right now offering in Jumeirah Golf Estates too. Nobody else, no other developer is offering with this kind of a master plan with so many added features. Like you can see from there, this is your Mandarin Oriental buildings, which will be Mandarin Oriental hotel will be coming inside Jumeirah Golf Estates. The only one Mandarin Oriental is placed on Jumeirah 1. So this is the kind of a value that it will bring. This is your international tennis stadium. Here, somewhere here is your equestrian trail. In the whole community, you can move around with your horses. You have stables here. It is accommodating to a lot of audience with just one community with different kind of lifestyles. Now, as you can see, it is planned that these will be your semi-detached twin villas or townhouses, which will be upcoming in the future. And this is the part where your Cedar Wood will be coming up. Right now, 4, 5 and 6 bedrooms. The price per square feet is touching above 1,900 to 2,000 dirham a foot starting. If you have seen the master plan, let me just explain you on the master plan. Only the 5 and 6 bedrooms are placed on the golf. The rest, the 4 bedrooms are placed on the back side, one row behind those golf course units. So this is your brief overview about the community. If you have further questions regarding it, I'm going to explain in the end of this video, but again, if you have further questions regarding it, please feel free to contact me. My number is mentioned. And let's jump into the analysis part. Let's understand apple to apple, what are the best options available against Jumeirah Golf Estates 2. So we have already gone over with the details of the new launch of Jumeirah Golf Estates, but in this part you're going to understand the value that you're getting in this off plan compared to the Jumeirah Golf Estates one. So in the start of this video, when I was at the master plan, I was telling you that there are still transactions happening for 15 million or 14 million for a 5 bed and a 4 bed in Jumeirah Golf Estates 1, but there is something that is missing, that people miss actually when they look at those transactions, because a lot of brokers, they just use DXB Interact. They don't know the ground reality of the market, and they can't really compare the current off plan with the current ready market, which is why they missed the value which is being provided by the developer in this new off-plan launch. Now, EMAAR Heights is also another hot launch ongoing as we speak right now. The EOI process have already been started for the past 4-5 days, and Jumeirah Golf Estates EOI already have been started, and on the 22nd the EOI will stop as per the information from the developer. Now let's look at what kind of value the Wasl is providing in this new Cedar Wood launch. So in the Ashwood launch, if anyone have went there to the developer office on the private booking day, and they know what I'm telling. So on the launch day of Ashwood, starting price, the PSF was 1800 dirhams for the Ashwood launch. And on the launch day, the units which were being offered on the golf course, especially the 5 beds, they were priced at 2600 and 2700 dirhams a foot. And the total value was varying. For the minimum plot was 20 million, and the total value for the largest plot was varying from 25 to 26 million above. Now, I wanted to show you something. Still, the project got sold out. Now, the smart investors, they know these points and they understood it very well. Their consultants are very much, well experienced and the veteran in the market, and they informed them with these kinds of numbers, which I'm about to tell you. So, as you know, that Jumeirah Golf Estates 1 was a fairly old community, and most of the prices which are being shot up in Jumeirah Golf Estates 1 is because of the renovation industry which is picking up in that area. They are picking up those old houses, making it more modern, installing the great marbles, coming up with luxury fittings, actually luxury thoughtful fittings, very well branded, intricate details they are taking care of inside the villa. But again, the villa is old, but still when you are renovating those kinds of villa, they have a demand if the villa is opening up to the golf course and they have a very expansive views. Now, when you look at the transaction, you will understand the difference between those transactions. Like if this villa is very old villa, or it does it have a good view? Is it very well placed inside the cluster? Which is why the transaction is happening for this kind of a villa, right? So this is one of the example. This is the cluster of Jumeirah Golf Estates Sanctuary Falls. So as you can see that this is the transaction happened just recently in 2025, 9th of April, 16.5 million. If you take the price per square feet from the built up area, so right now we are taking everything to the built up area, so that we have an idea, we have the clarity on what are the numbers that we are looking for, what is the gap in the market, what is the margin to look at. So 16.5, if you divide it by 5154, it's almost like 2300, 2400 dirhams a foot. So all of these transactions, 12.7 for a 5 bed, all of those transactions are, if you look at the average, if you contact me, I can share these reports with you directly as well. So all of these average transactions that you are seeing is varying from 2300 to 2600 maximum, but you're buying in the off plan right now at the same price point. Let's see how much the renovated villas, which actually does have a value, high quality villas, rebranded, how much they are going for, what is their price per square feet, what is the gap between ready and the off plan for those kinds of villas. Then we will look at the kind of a villa that Wasl is actually building it for you. In this new launch of Cedar Wood and Ashwood, these kinds of villas. So you will have the complete difference, and you will have the complete idea why on the launch day, if you were to select those kinds of very well located villas, what is the value to be earned. So this is your Lime Tree Valley. So both of these clusters, Sanctuary Falls and Lime Tree Valley. So I looked at the transaction. Sanctuary Falls, you will still find those kinds of transactions, but I took some very recent transactions so that you have the complete idea. If I were to take the transactions which are dated back 2 years or 1.5 years, it would be a little bit of a problem. So I took very recent transactions so that you will have a complete understanding of what is the market looking like from the past year, right? So in 2025 and in 2026, this is the latest transaction of 2026, 28.5 million, a 5 bed was transacted on the 6th of Jan. And if you 28.5 you divide it by 5470, you will find that the price per square feet is touching above 5,000 dirhams a foot. And if you look at the another one, the 25.7, and you divide it by 5997, the built up area of this one, you will find that the price per square feet is touching above 4,000 dirhams. So if you look at all of these transactions, you will end up finding out that the price per square feet is averaging above 4,000 dirhams a foot, and you're buying in the off plan with the 50-50 payment plan for a very thoughtful luxury villa by Wasl with a better infrastructure. The whole community connectivity and the accessibility is entirely different, which I can explain to you later. You're buying it at a very steal price in the off plan. Although the risk is there, right? Because you have to wait it out for your villa to be handed over. It needs maturity, it needs absorption. But again, for that risk, you're buying at a 50% lesser than the ready market prices. And you already have a case study, very well case study developed by the same developer right next to it in Jumeirah Golf Estates 1, right? Makes sense? So this is very important to understand. So in 2025, Knight Frank also published that one of the concentrated areas for 10 million US dollar plus homes, one of the areas is also Jumeirah Golf Estates, along with Tilal Al Gaf and Al Barari and Dubai Hills Estate. So this is the power of a good community backed by a great developer. So I'm not saying this is the only opportunity available, but my job is to break it down each and everything about this new launch so that you have the complete clarity and you will save a lot of time making a decision for these kinds of opportunities which are coming up in the market of Dubai. Because from the bird's eye view, it looks like that everything is becoming expensive. But if you really dig deep into it and you understand the numbers and you look at what is happening, what kind of risks we have investing in these kinds of villas, and what is the value to be earned in the future, what are the future projections for that, and you understand those gaps, then I think you have cracked the code. Now comparing Ashwood with Cedar Wood, in Ashwood the 4 beds sizes, the floor plans are more or less the same. That's the plot sizes a little bit increased in this new launch. Hence the prices are also a little bit increased as well. And also this is their third launch inside the community, so they had to increase the price. And I know 100% this project will be a great sellout. People who are investing in luxury and they understand these data points, they will jump on it. And there are a lot of people in Dubai who knows what Wasl is. They are very well informed and educated about the new development which is coming up in Jumeirah Golf Estates too. So as you can see, there is not much change in the 4-bedroom sizes. 6,100 built up and 6,000 to 9,000 is the plot sizes varying. But there is a slight changes in the built up of 5-bedroom is 7,900 this time, and 9,200 to 14,000 is the plot size. Whereas in Ashwood, the 8,900 to 12,200 was the plot size in 5 bedrooms. Now in the 6 bedrooms, the built up area is same, 9,178. But the built up in the 6 bed have increased to 10,760 to 21,000 square feet of a plot. And in Ashwood, this was 10,760 to 16,800. Now this 21,000 square feet of a plot, if you pick up this kind of a unit, this will be the most expensive unit in the whole community. Now there will be mansions coming up on the hill inside Jumeirah Golf Estates, but again, at what time they will launch those mansions, the prices will vary from there. Now price per square feet in the Ashwood was averaging at 1,800 dirhams a foot. Now this time, from the starting prices, the price per square feet is varying from 2,000 to 2,500 for 6 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms starting price is 12.7, 17.7. Last time it was 15.9 for 5 bedroom. This time is 17.7, and 23.4 is a 6 bedroom starting. So let's say you want to buy Jumeirah Golf Estates. So let me give you an idea on the launch day so that you will be very well prepared. Now 12.7 villa that you're seeing here, you will get quoted because the 4 bedrooms are all non-golf. So I will come to the cluster map to explain you on that. 12.7 non-golf 4 bedroom, you can expect it to be 16 to 17 million depending on the plot size that you're getting. Whereas the 5 beds that you're seeing here is 17.7. You can expect the prices on the launch day to be at 26 million, 25 million. It could be if the 5 bedroom you're selecting is the non-golf facing, and if the plot size is the same, the price will be somewhere around 23, 22 million. 6 beds will be higher than 30 million because all of them are on the golf course. And if the plot size gets bigger, the price also increases. Now, so clearly you can see there is a big gap between ready versus off plan. and the quality is far more greater than the current ready market of Jumeirah Golf Estates one, and the sizes are also bigger. The floor plans also does make sense, but don't take it wrong. Because of the 50/50 payment plan, don't take this as like pay 50% and flip it on the handover. This is the kind of an asset that you buy to hold it for very long term, and you can refi through that appreciation, and you can diversify into the market of Dubai. Because these are the villas, the kind of materials that Wasl is using in the villa, it has the life of 20+ years. So you can understand the kind of a massive scalability that Wasl is bringing inside this new phase 2 Jumeirah Golf Estates. This will be the most resilient product in the future, like EMAAR Oasis, Athlon Premium, Acres. These are the kind of products in which you should seriously consider investing in right now, because these are the assets that if you buy and you take the handover, you can easily retire, because the kind of a rental returns that you will be getting. So last time I was checking, there was a villa on the rent available on Palm Jumeirah for 17 million dirhams a year, which was, literally, it shook me up. So the Dubai market is booming hot for the luxury segment and the branded residences, which I will talk about it in my later videos as well. You really can't go wrong with these kinds of villas, which has these kinds of views on the golf course. This is your typology. This is your cluster map. Only 120 villas coming up. Last time it was like around 180 villas. So this part that you're seeing here is all your mostly 6 bedrooms, and few of them are 5 bedrooms. So if you were to calculate it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 16 17 18, only 18 5 bedrooms are placed on the golf, whereas most of them are 6 bedroom villas. On the back side are all your 4 bedrooms, and along with some of the 5 bedrooms as well. There are like 4 6 bedrooms also placed on the back side. Like when I say back side, is also open spaces. It's opening up to the park, and it has the golf course views as well. But anything which is on the right, on the bang on the front, I think this is a gem. These are the kind of an asset that you should seriously consider if you have a budget. Now, if you can see these materials that Wasl is using, these are the materials being used in those villas, which people are basically buying the older villas, and they're adding these kinds of materials inside those villas, because these materials have a life and they are quite expensive as well. Because of that, these villas will not need much of a renovation when they will hand over. In my last Eden Hills video, I showed you that in Eden Hills villas, H&H is using Calcutta marbles, and they are using travertine stones inside their villa. So these little things adds a lot of value. But this is the kind of an asset which will sell at a high premium, but it will not sell very fast, if that makes sense. So if you're considering a luxury investment in Dubai, especially the villas, this is also another thing that you should know, that the waiting time is more, and liquidity will also be a little bit delayed, because you're asking for that kind of a premium. The price jump that we are seeing is almost next to double, and it is reaching to 30 million, 35 million above for these kinds of villas. So for that kind of a category, people are very choosy. They look, they take time, but eventually these kinds of villas will never lose values in the long-term future. But if you consider the smaller villa in EMAAR Heights, there you might be able to sell it very much faster compared to JGE villas, because there is no comparison with the Cedar Wood villas. The only comparison with Cedar Wood villas is your EMAAR Oasis. But again, if you really look into EMAAR Oasis villas and you see the plot size and the FAR that EMAAR is providing on the land mass of 9.8 million square meters, it will be a challenge. But again, if you really want to compare it with something, you can only compare it with EMAAR Oasis. But again, EMAAR Heights is another opportunity in which the liquidity will be fast. The premiums will also high. That kind of a product also has the potential, because that serves a certain kind of an audience. But to get a faster liquidity, EMAAR is our only option. Now, if you go to the property portals and you see the villas which are being listed in Jumeirah Golf Estates right now, and you want to compare it with the newer launch, you just have to see these images of the interiors of the villas and the designs that developer is putting and the kind of decoration that you can do with these kinds of villas. And they have the elevator built in inside, the private pool. When you really compare it with those listings, you will understand very easily that why they are valued at this price point and why these villas are being sold at this price point. I know payment plan is amazing, but this is not the product for everyone. This is for those kinds of people who are looking to invest into something which can give them 150 to 200% appreciation. This is the kind of a potential I'm talking about when investing in these kinds of products. Now, Dubai is currently the #1 destination in 10 million plus US dollar homes transaction happening. Second is your New York, and then comes other countries. So this is also another clear indicator which is telling us that these kinds of luxury and super prime real estate which are being offered in the market, they have that kind of a value. Also, if you look into the other factors of land scarcity, and if you look into the affordability in the price to income, price to rent ratio, which UBS have already given in their report, which I will also explain in the later videos. There is a new report in which the UBS also mentioned the elevated bubble risk. But when I explain that report to you, comparing all of those other countries one by one, you will understand how you can capitalize in this economy. Now, these institutions are looking at any other country with the bird's eye view through the numbers and through the data. But if you really want to understand what is actually happening in the market, you have to do the fusion between the ground reality and the data and the numbers and whatever these institutional reports are being provided globally, and then you can understand what is actually the reality. So this is my job. I will give it to you in the next video. And now in the next video, you can also expect I will do a complete comparison of Athlon Premium Villas, Acres, EMAAR Oasis, Jumeirah Golf Estates, Cedar Woods, and EMAAR Heights. So in that you will understand what kind of value and what kind of target audience every segment holds, and who should buy EMAAR Oasis and who should buy these kinds of villas. So I hope this added some value to your information. Thank you for watching. This is Matloob Ahmed Khan, Aeon and Tristle, signing out.